What's up everyone, it's your boy Captain Fizzman here, and today we are going to be talking about a topic that I have shown so much hate towards on Twitter and social media. I'm very much against what I'm about to talk about, and that is the Charmed reboot. Oh, okay, let's talk about it. Let's try and unpack this. Okay, so Charmed was a TV show in the 90s and 2000s, and it was about three sisters, the Halliwells, and so it was Prue, Piper, and Phoebe in the beginning, and their mum, Patty, and their grandmother or grands, Penny. So Penny dies, and the sisters all come back together because she dies, so they have to come back for to come together to kind of like pack up the house and everything as to where they are. Anyway, so it's about three sisters, and then they find out they are witches, and how it happened is because Phoebe, the younger sister played by Alyssa Milano, she goes up to the attic and she finds a book called the Book of Shadows, and she reads a spell which essentially gives them powers. Now, the older sister Prue has the power of telekinesis, so she's able to move things with her mind, and she's played by Shannon Doherty. The middle child, Piper, who is played by Holly Marie Combs, who I love very much, she has the power to freeze. She's able to freeze time, but it's not necessarily time, it's molecules around it. So, alright, it's called molecular immobilization, which means she is essentially able to freeze time, or freeze objects. And then the third child, the youngest, Phoebe, played by Alyssa Milano, as I said before, has the power of foresight, so she has premonition. So she's able to see things before they happen. And so they're the Charmed ones, and they're like the most powerful witches in all of history, and they're feared by demons and everything. And so essentially the story is about them as sisters fighting demons and saving the world. And so at the end of season 3, if you haven't watched it, I'm going to put a spoiler alert. Spoilers, at the end of season 3, Prue dies, and then we bring in Rose McGowan, who plays Paige, who is half witch, half white lighter, because the mother, Patty, who was able to freeze time like Piper, she had an affair with her white lighter, Sam, and they made Paige. And so Paige then, when Prue dies, Paige then joins sisters out of the whole thing. She joins sisters and she gains the power of telekinesis like Prue. But because she's a white lighter, it works differently, so she's able to call objects out, and her white lighter powers mixed in with her telekinetic powers, and she's able to call them to her hand. Anyway, so it went on for 8 seasons, and there were many different storylines, and then it finished on season 8, and then it continued in season 9 and 10 in comic book form, and it sort of continued the story because the CW, or the WB before, decided that they weren't going to reboot it, so season 8 was last season, and it just, it sort of brought it on there. Now, now that you know what Charmed was, you'll know that in 2016 there were talks of a reboot, and a lot of the Charmed fanbase were really excited because it meant that our show that we loved so much was coming back. In 2017 it was confirmed. However, it was said that the original cast will not be joining the reboot, and that started to bring it just made everyone mad, and myself, I am so mad, because it's why would you not do Charmed without the original cast? And then in 2018 we have a pilot. Now, I've read the pilot, and it's freaking it's horrible. It's disgusting, okay? It's basically rebooting the series, but it's not using the Halliwell name. It's using the same concept as Three Sisters, everything, but it's using a completely different name. They're not P's anymore. It's M's, and it's just M3, the power of 3, they won't even acknowledge, they're not going to acknowledge the fact that the Halliwells do exist. It's basically like a reboot without the Halliwells, which is so infuriating, okay? I cannot handle it, because it's just you're taking something that was so beloved by everyone and you're just making a mockery. Like, look, alright, I'm gonna show you something. This photo, this is my prized possession, okay? Back in 2016, I met Shannon Doherty, Brian Cross, and Holly Marie Combs, and you can see how happy I am. You can see how happy I am because Charmed was my childhood. It got me into magic. Like, watching that all the time on a Thursday night on Channel 10 in Australia was so fun. Like, seeing all the different storylines, seeing how the powers progress and everything, like, it made me so happy. Like, it was a part of my childhood that I won't ever forget because it was such a good show. And the fact that they ended it, which, I mean, I was upset about it, but like now they're bringing it back, like it made me really excited, but now it just is messing everything up. And like, look, I get it, things need to be rebooted, but like, you can't use it with the same cast. Like, the fans, we want a reunion, we definitely want one, but the CW is deciding that they're not gonna listen to the fans, the fan base of Charmed that exists, and are fighting to get this removed because, like, okay, on Twitter, there's a hashtag Stop Charmed Reboot, and there's hundreds of tweets that are coming out, and I'm gonna read some of them because, like, it's so great seeing how many people are so amazed by this. So let me bring it up. Okay, the amount of tweets that are coming from it, even like, okay, I'm so happy that this is happening because it shows how loyal the fan base is, and even the actors, like Holly Marie Combs is so behind it. She's like, this shouldn't be happening, Charmed belongs to them, and it's true, okay, Charmed belongs to Shannon Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, Alyssa Milano, and Rose McGowan, okay, those four sisters Charmed belongs to because it was them, like they are the Charmed ones, and like the cast are so down for a reunion. They're always down for a reunion. They're down for a movie. I wouldn't mind a movie. I wouldn't mind anything that involved them in the beginning, like if they continue the story from when it ended in season 8, where you get to see them do more, and you guys get to see Wyatt and Chris and Melinda and Little Henry and so many of the other children, and Billy as well. Like Billy, who was played by Kelly Corrigan in the season 8, if she continues it and learns how to be more of a Charmed one, like, or just another witch, like, I would love to see that progression more because it means it continues the story and it doesn't reboot it like it's done before. Like, okay, there are some reboots have worked, okay. Dynasty, okay, it uses the same character names. It may have been a few different changes, but it's the same characters, okay? That's how a reboot is done. You don't freaking change any of the character names. You don't change the surname first of all, okay? Like, I won't even see them as the Charmed ones because the Charmed ones already exist. The Charmed ones are the Hallowells, okay? And to quote Phoebe, I am light, I am one too strong to fight, return to dark where shadows dwell. You cannot have this Hallowell. Go away and leave my sight and take with you this endless night. That spell was used to banish the boogie woogie or the nexus, to stop it from absorbing you and taking over you and making you evil. And so that spell applies so much to the CW because, like, the CW, okay, I won't fault the CW. The CW is an amazing network. They do some really awesome shows, but the fact that they're not gonna listen to their fans and they're actually gonna continue with this is complete bullshit, okay? It's just bullshit. And like, they have new actors and it's just like, I know I know I'm kind of attacking the actors, but like, I know it's not their fault, but seriously, you guys are taking something that is so loved by so many people and yet you're ruining it, you're changing everything, and you're gonna lose a fan base. I bet, like, I'm making a prediction, okay? When the series airs, when the pilot airs, it's not gonna do well, okay? It's probably gonna go like a couple of episodes and then it's just gonna lose it, okay? Because it won't have the loyal fan base as well as what the original Charmed did, okay? It won't have that thing that made it awesome as what it was. And like, it's being described as a feminist, fierce show, yet how is three sisters who fight evil and kick butt not feminist enough? Like, what the hell? And like, one of the characters, the middle child who is to be the Piper of it, I'm not even gonna refer to her as Piper, she's just like the nobody. She is being a lesbian, so they're making it more of a modern twist to it, but like, it's playing to the stereotype of the lesbian being more of a feminist who's like against who wants equal rights and everything, and just wants change. Like, it's a kick in the balls. It's a kick in the gut to a lot of the fan base, because it means that it's mocking our thing, okay? Charmed was out. The Charmed belongs to the fans, okay? You can CW. I know you do have the rights to it, but you cannot take away Charmed, okay? Like, if you're gonna do this, then you're just gonna lose a complete whole fan base, okay? Charmed or not Charmed is going to be such a horrible move, okay? Like, please just stick to the DC superhero shows and Riverdale Dynasty, because really, like, that's kind of what it is. Like, that's kind of what you're known for, alright? I understand that you're trying to give something to the fans and everything, but it's not. You're just making a complete mockery of everything that Charmed stand for. Like, Charmed was my childhood. You're basically killing my childhood, alright? Why would you kill a childhood? That's what I wanna know. Okay, sorry, I've gone off a tangent, but like, I need to read tweets for you. See, like, the fan base, the fans are calling for a Charmed revival. We want a Charmed revival or a reunion, okay? That's what we want. Give us that, please, okay? Like, there are petitions, there's everything that's saying that this should not be going. Like, articles are being written about how strong this is, because the Charmed reboot should not be happening, okay? Like, before you even put out the pilot, like, the pilot should be an unaired pilot with the characters. If it goes, like, and it should just be scrapped, because we should get our Charmed revival that we're getting. I swear, if they're just playing with us and they're gonna give us exactly what we want, then I'm gonna lose my shit, because like, that's just complete, it's not fair, alright? So, I've kind of gone a bit of a rant about the fact that Charmed reboot should not be happening. If you are a Charmed fan like me, make sure to give this a big thumbs up, comment down below what's your favorite episode in this series, because mine would have to be the Greek gods. Like, when they get turned into the into the goddesses of ancient Greece, like, it's just amazing. And when Piper is Mother Nature, like, oh my god, she's basically Gaia, who is Mother Nature. She controls like Earth and everything. Oh, I love that. That is like one of my favorite episodes, because it's so good. And even when she gives birth to Wyatt and they go all old school with no powers, that's my favorite. Like, those are my favorite episodes. If you definitely want to see my top 10 Charmed episodes ranked, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more Charmed content, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, if you are on Twitter, because this will go up on the Friday in the morning, make sure to tweet hashtag stop Charmed reboot all day, because I will definitely be doing that. I will definitely be doing that during my break, because we need to show that the CW, that the Charmed fan base is not to be messed with, okay? We are strong, we are fierce, we are basically the Charmed one. So definitely CW, if you are watching this, please stop what you're doing, because like, you know, the Charmed fan base is not going to be happy, alright? But yeah, that's all from me. I hope to see you guys next time for a new video. Peace out, I love you guys. Arrivederci alla auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Go Anthony. Go Anthony.